It's so easy to assume the ultra successful just wake up earlier than the rest of us, or maybe they just possess some kind of superhuman willpower. But honestly, the truth is actually much simpler. They just don't make a few very specific, completely unseen mistakes. And those missteps, they're quietly draining you before your day even starts. It's a bit of a harsh truth, but this explainer is going to completely change how you wake up.
So, why exactly is your morning destroying your day? I know. It sounds a little dramatic, right? But think about it. If you're losing focus early, or you feel like your energy is just drained within minutes of waking up, well, psychology points to a series of hidden habits that are just running on pure autopilot.
Let's be real for a second. You check your phone before you even sit up in bed, before you even fully remember what day it is. We've all done it. It feels completely harmless, right? Just glancing at a few notifications. But guys, this is literally the very first trap. And that one seemingly innocent habit is quietly costing you way more than you might realize.
Here's what's happening biologically. It's called dopamine baseline disruption. Grabbing that device instantly floods your waking brain with a massive dopamine spike. And because you've artificially maxed out your baseline right out of the gate, well, everything else you actually have to do today, real work, deep thinking, it's inevitably going to feel excruciatingly slow, boring, and just plain hard. Think about that timeline for a second. The first 0 to 45 minutes after you open your eyes. Your brain is adjusting and then boom, around the 30-minute mark, this golden peak mental performance window opens up. But it closes really quickly, right around 45 minutes. If you are filling this incredibly crucial window with pure noise, scrolling, texting, checking emails, you are essentially throwing away your brain's most powerful time of day. And that specific window matters so much because of something called the cortisol awakening response. Think of this as your brain's natural built-in performance enhancer. It naturally peaks right around that 30 to 45-minute mark we just talked about. Highly successful people, they guard this natural cognitive boost fiercely. They keep their mornings quiet so that cortisol works for them, absolutely not against them. All right, then comes the next hurdle, the classic what should I wear or what's for breakfast. You might even be trying to choose which emails to reply to first. These seem like completely normal morning thoughts, right? But actually, scratch that. They act as a massive hidden drain on your mental capital before you've even started doing any real work. What you're experiencing here is decision fatigue. Here's the thing. Every single micro choice you make early on drains your willpower. It pulls from the exact same mental reserve that you are going to need later for huge, complex decisions. This is the precise mechanism that explains that weird early morning exhaustion. And it's exactly why the top 1% completely eliminate these early decisions from their routines. And this exhaustion feeds right into another huge trap, waiting for motivation to strike versus taking action to create motivation. So many of us just lie there in bed, waiting to feel energized and magically ready to tackle the day. But highly successful people do the exact opposite. They just start moving. Now, this isn't just some toxic hustle culture advice. It's a core psychological principle known as behavioral activation. It essentially states that motivation follows action, not the other way around. Every single morning that you wait for that magical feeling of readiness, you are quite literally teaching your brain to procrastinate. You're just deepening those neural pathways of delay. And hey, even if you aren't procrastinating, you might be falling victim to what you're consuming. Opening social media to read the news, maybe getting sucked into arguments, or just absorbing random internet drama before you even get out of bed. You're basically welcoming the chaos of the world into your mind when it is at its absolutely most vulnerable state. Psychologists actually call this an amygdala hijack. That negative content instantly triggers your brain's threat detection mode, shifting your gears entirely. So instead of being creative or focused, your brain is going to spend the next several hours constantly scanning for danger. It locks you into this reactive, anxious, and super defensive state for the entire rest of the day. No way you're getting your best work done like that. Now, let's talk about the number 10. Just 10 minutes. Skipping physical movement entirely in the morning is a massive unforced error, but the fix doesn't require some intense 2-hour sweat session at the gym. Nope, just 10 short minutes of walking can completely transform your brain chemistry. That transformation happens through BDNF, or brain-derived neurotrophic factor. When you move for just 10 minutes, your body releases this amazing protein which literally grows new brain connections. It's basically free biological magic. It increases your focus, boosts your memory, and elevates your overall mood for hours on end.
So, all of these mistakes really culminate in one overarching danger: a total lack of intention. Remember, no intention means drift. Starting your day without a single clear priority leaves your brain totally without a target. It gets lazy, it defaults to whatever is easiest, or worse, whatever is most urgent for somebody else. And that causes you to just drift aimlessly through your hours. This brings us to the core of identity-based habits. Your very first purposeful action of the day acts as a vital signal to your subconscious about exactly who you are. Setting a priority and actually executing it, that proves to yourself that you are the one in control of your life. It establishes an incredibly strong identity right from the jump. Look, I know realizing all of this might feel a little bit overwhelming right now, but course correcting is actually incredibly simple. Don't try to change everything all at once. Step 1, just pick one mistake. Step 2, fix it tomorrow morning. And step 3, just watch how you reclaim your day. Ultimately, as the saying goes, you don't need a perfect morning. You need a protected one. Fixing even just one of these biological hacks will radically change how your day feels before 9 a.m. Guard your focus and protect your energy. So, as we wrap up this explainer, the only real question left is, which of these mistakes are you going to eliminate tomorrow?